technologies, teleglow, and many more. In TCS, he has championed several TCS initiatives, methodologies in the field, well known in academic circles and various industry governing bodies for his contribution to India's IT industry. With this brief introduction, I place before you our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Chakravarthy ES. I now request Shruti, final year MBA. Thank you, Shruti. We also had a very distinguished guest, Mr. Bharatlal Meena, Commissioner, Bangalore Development Authority, as the guest of honor for our inaugural function. Due to some unexpected, very important assignment, he is unable to be in the inaugural function, but he has sent his good wishes. We also have two distinguished guests from TCS, Vinay Biradar, Senior Manager, Human Resources TCS, and Pratvish, Associate Campus Recruitment Lead at TCS. We welcome you, sirs, and I request Sonam.
Thank you, ma'am. I request I want to specially recognize and heartily welcome Mr. Chakravarthy ES, Head Talent Acquisition, TCS Bangalore. We have been very eager to hear from you. Over to you, sir.
Good morning to each one of you. Very good morning. That's good. Thank you so much for that wonderful welcome. In fact, I'm extremely pleased with the kind of which is just a 5 years old baby. I'm sure of this great institute, Mr. Mangalore. Thank you so much, sir, I welcome each one of you for this HR Symposium on Managing Human Resources during this, especially participation from the academia and the usual and sharing of experiences which helps. So people keep talking about what we teach in the engineering or part of MBA, etc., is not what is practiced in the industry, and of course what is practiced in the industry is not taught in the academia. I have a slightly different approach to make. Come with fantastic and strong fundamentals of education. Be it a student from a T school, which is technology school, or a B school, come with the strong fundamentals of education. Number 2, come with strong articulation skills. And number 3, come with strong the cultural aspects of a given student. So we talk about the strong fundamentals, we talk about strong articulation capability. I'm not only talking about communication skills, I'm talking about articulation capabilities. And number 3, the cultural aspects of any given student. If you are strong with respect to these 3 dimensions, come to any industry, we are there to train you, we are there to mentor you, and we are there to enhance all the needed skills and make you to touch the sky. And we create all the important foundation for you so that you can make your dreams come true. So again, suggest to the management, to the faculty, and all the academic community of this great institute, focus very more on fundamentals of our engineering education and MBA education. Ensure that students comes with the articulation capability, which I have seen extremely well going this particular institute. 190 guests coming every year and talking to what is that student in this particular institute is amazing to watch. And I'm extremely pleased with that. And number 3 is the cultural aspects are very important. When we talk about cultural aspects, couple of examples I would like to leave to you for a better understanding. The culture of learning, the culture of facing challenges, the culture of facing tough situations, the culture of teaming up together, especially in the IT industry. What we always teach is deliver as a team rather than individual player. Teams are very important in TCS, especially in companies like TCS and Tata Group, where values takes the highest importance. teamwork is very, very important and critical for the success of our organizations. Your culture of teaming up with others. So these are a couple of examples when I talk about the overall culture of a student passing out of an engineering institute or a business institution. So I think if you are able to manage these three fundamentals very importantly, very well, I'm sure you can rock once you come and join companies like TCS. We have all the platforms, all the foundations to nurture you, to nurture your talent, to nurture your capabilities, and make sure that you are successful along with TCS and Tata Group becoming successful. So I'm sure these kind of initiatives will bring tremendous amount of inputs, experiences sharing, which is very, very important in building your right culture for the corporate in your future days. So I welcome each one of you to this fantastic symposium. I am looking forward to do a wonderful presentation on managing human resources and doing economic slowdown, which is normally not a big issue for other group of companies. As we rightly said, look at any economic slowdown or turbulence is what we have seen in the last 10 years, 20 years and 30 years. One single IT company which is emerging as a clear leader in the industry is TCS. So, that talks about the credibility and that talks about the strength we have been able to create for ourselves in the last 40 plus years of our existence in the IT industry. So I'm going to look forward to talk about more and more as part of my presentation. But again, hearty congratulations to each one of you and welcome each one of you to this great learning opportunity. And finally, put your hands together for the management of this great institute, which is putting a fantastic focus and rigor and efforts in building a lot of experienced people coming here and talking to each one of you. Have a fantastic day for you.
For those wonderful thoughts from you, you would surely inculcate them. Within a short span of time, our college has been successful in carving its name in the educational sector. And all this wouldn't be possible without a strong visionary leader, Shri Manjunath Bhandari. Sir, now I request you to give your presidential remarks.
And Chaku, this is the one reason I always requesting you to visit our college. Because I have a lot of passion about the Tatas and Binos. Because these two great companies who joined their hands with the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru to build this nation. That is why, repeatedly, in the last 2 years, I am behind with you people. Because our students need a strong foundation. And our college need a strong foundation. This is the one reason. I think you are acknowledging. I am so happy for that. I want to congratulate our HR's department, MBA department and students, especially under the guidance by the Dr. D.L. Prabhakar and Bushi, under the leadership of our Dr. Acharya and his entire team, which has organized this type of event. One thing I want to share with you, all the delegates. Just 2 days back, I was traveling from Mangalore to Bangalore. I met one reputed college director, and then next to him, he was a syndicate bank retired CMD was sitting. And immediately when he never knew that who I am, when this director was introduced me, then immediately that CMD asked me, you have one program in your college regarding this HR event. I told yes, sir. Then the director asked me, what is this program? Then immediately I given this invitation. When he saw the invitation, 2 minutes he's become mum and told, yes, you people are organizing this type of this one event. He was shocked. And after he given the remarks, no, in the last year since from our admission, we thought Sahyadri is the threat for their institution. This is all the credits. I will go to our faculty and I told them, this is not a threat. Because I always strongly believe in the word, Akasha Nuvadanu Nuku Nuggaleke. If you want, by anybody want to see the sky, there is no need to pull and push. I quoted this word to him, but he's appreciated. This 3 years old your MBA department taking these type of the step is really, his story is amazing. We took to take this type of the organization for nearly 10 to 15 years, what you people are achieving. See, my main intention is one thing. See, whatever we learn in the curriculum, Yeah, as per the Chakravarthy told, this is the foundation for us. But how many people will get the train by TCS or any other company? So our duty, any of one student if he joined our college, it is our duty to train them. And today I am requesting all the delegates, whoever today they are coming and giving the presentation, this is their 15 to 30 years experience. If Chakravarthy will speak with you 1.5 hours his presentation, this is his 15 years experience, and I think he's interacted more than 1 lakh students and visited, I think, thousands of colleges. And he got the knowledge. I think this is not his book knowledge, his personal experience. And whoever today, you are the resource people are coming, they are the leaders of their company. If they want to reach today, this young age, if Chakravarthy is reaching, not by his degree, his commitment, his involvement, his dedication, he reached this position. So I am requesting to you all, you don't take somebody who is the role model who read in the book. Take the role model who are today you are coming as resource people. How they are reached that position. You just study them and take them as a role model. What are the, how they cultivated to reach this position. So I don't want to take much time. Once again I am very, very happy and welcoming all the delegates who are here from the different places in the different organizations, even students, faculty members and industries. Kindly take the sweet memories, and from whatever the resource people they are giving the input to you, try to adapt in your life and be a leader to this country. And this is the only, as from management, I am expecting. We have one motto, not only Sahyadri growing, along with the Sahyadri, all inner and outer people, either they will be industry or the student who are coming from the different colleges, they also should grow. This is our main motto. I am also really appreciate my media friends from media. Whenever we are organizing any events, they are coming, because today whatever we are doing, that is the within 4 walls. If they want to reach to everybody, the media is playing the major role. Because of the media's support, we are reached this position. Once again, I am thanks to them, and thanks to you all the best. Because I am very much interested to participate this seminar. Because earlier I thought managing the human resources very easy. When I realized that, because my last 25 years, my profession was entirely different. There was for me so easy because I am a leader. Now I realized after, especially with the, don't feel bad, who are the graduates and double graduate, managing them is really tough. I don't know how Vinay and Chakravarthy is managing all these things. Now I am also experiencing, then I thought I also want to participate this. Once again, thank you, and take the sweet memory along with the good knowledge. Thank you very much.
Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. With this thought, I request Professor Lokesh of Department of Business Administration to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Respected dignitaries on the dais and of the dais, I take this opportunity to thank one and all at the inaugural session of 2 days HR Symposium. We look forward to hearing for the first technical session. Thank you, sir. Now I request our beloved chairman, Sri Manjunath Bhandari, to hand over a memento to our chief guest and the inaugurator. We are thankful to the team of TCS, Mr. Vinay Biradar and Mr. Prithvish. I request our chairman to hand over a memento to Mr. Vinay Biradar and Mr. Prithvish. The source of inspiration behind our dynamic chairman, Mr. Manjunath Bhandari. I take this opportunity to thank the the Director of Sahyadri Group of Institutions, Dr. D.L. Prabhakar, for his support and guidance in all our endeavors. Thank you, sir. Dr. Umesh Bushi, the Principal of our college, and Dr. A.P. Achar, the Director of our department, for their guidance, support, encouragement, and all the support given for organizing this for symposium. Sister institutions, HODs of various departments, members of for their wide coverage and publicity for this event. Thank you very much. Just because of the participants, we have 250 delegates coming from all the industries. Thank you, sir, and madam.
Ms. Ashwita Kalkera to escort our chief guest to the dais. I also request Ashwita ma'am to florally welcome our chief guest. Thank you, ma'am. Moving towards the first session, Mr. Chakravarthy sir will throw light on the topic, that is economic downturn and its effect on human resource management. We all are well known with the recession as we have witnessed to a certain extent during the period of 2008 and 2009. When we hear recession and its impact on the human resource management, the only picture which comes into our mind is the slumps in the market, freezing of the hiring, freezing of the salary, cut-offs, layoffs. So with this brief introduction, now I request Chakravarthy sir to take over the session. Sir, we are eagerly waiting to hear from you. There's an announcement. Any questions on this session has to be given in a written form. At the end of the session, I'll come and select the question so that sir can brief on it. Is it clear?
No, that's okay. If they want to ask any questions, they can stop me in between. No issues.
Okay, fine. Thank you, sir. Over to you, sir.
I don't think I need a mic. Am I audible? Before we start.
Good morning, everyone. Before Chakku starts, I would also like to share, you've been hearing this board head of talent acquisition, which is held by E.S. Chakravarthy. It's a great privilege and honor to have him here as center head of Bangalore, which is a new role he has got in the last 15 days. It's one more feather in his crown because he moved up the value chain to such an extent that he is one of the most noted figure for Tata consultancy services now. TCS across India has about 15 offices, and every office of TCS has a delivery center head, and he is the delivery center head for TCS Bangalore. So he is among those few people of Tata consultancy services that you are going to hear and interact with, and it should be a great privilege and honor to hear it from him. Thank you very much. Over to you, Chakti.
Thank you, Vinay. Am I audible? Hello? What I have seen in the last 15 years of my IT industry experience working for TCS, joined TCS in 1997 as a trainee after I finished my MTech in computer science from PSG College of Technology, Coimbatore. I did my BE Electronics and Communication from Andhra University. Joined TCS as a trainee, and trust me, in the last 15 years, whatever I achieved is because of two important stakeholders. Number one, the institutions where I got my degrees. Fantastic, what is it, a role in playing what I am today. And the second thing is the kind of opportunities I got in this great organization, the so-called TCS. Every day I get inspired once I get into this office at Whitefields, Bangalore, because of one single fact that I work for the most respected corporate house in this country, that is Tata Group. And that is which is going to set whatever I do in my life as part of my association with this great group. So with the experience what I got in 15 years, handling multiple customers, handling multiple portfolios in TCS, ranging from delivery to architecture to project management, program management, center of excellences, then later into HR, etc., etc. Plus, close to 9 years of my stay in North America taught me so many things which helped me in crafting my career in TCS. So I am going to share those experiences. Of course, I don't want to mention my session as economic slowdown, recession, etc., etc. What I talk is always positive. How we are excelling with the global talent in TCS, irrespective of the turbulence, irrespective of the up and downs what we see, and irrespective of the recession, etc., etc., what we keep going through as a cycle for every 3 years or 5 years, etc., etc. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to first give you some kind of context setting today. What exactly is the context setting I want to do? You heard of people development life cycle, software development life cycle, system development life cycle, product development life cycle. Every entity in this universe goes through a cycle of what is that, life. Being a HR student, you must understand the life cycle of an institution or a life cycle of a company or an organization. When we started these institutions, the first phase that we go through is survival. Mr. Manjunath will clearly able to articulate what kind of survival phase he went through when he created this institute 4 years or 5 years before. So once you cross survival stage, you get into the growth path. TCS went through this cycle. We survived in 1960s with a group of 20 people. When the country doesn't even know what is IT industry, we created a company by name TCS. We went through a long survival phase. Then we went into the growth path. Then we went into sustaining the momentum, sustaining the growth that we were able to build for first 10 years, 20 years, etc., etc. And then we started getting into excelling. We'll get in touch with the management to initiate the so-called wonderful platform of TCS Academic Interface Program. I'm sure Prudvish and Chandra Kaudru takes my statement very seriously and goes and deploys this. And trust me, any time for academia, the value of TCS is simple. You take one step forward to us, we will take 10 steps towards you to help the community to do better. Thank you so much.
Now I request Mr. A.B. Acharya to offer a floral welcome to Dr. Bino G.
Am I audible? Okay, fine. In fact, what I am going to present today is an outcome of the think tank which I am spearheading. TIS is a university, Tata Institute of Social Sciences. It is a public funded university funded by government of India. We have a think tank at our school. It's not audible. It's not audible, sir. It's not working. To this presentation. This presentation is actually an outcome of a group effort. We have, I guess I'm audible now, right? Yes. At Tata Institute of Social Sciences, where I do work. It's a university, public funded university. We have a think tank, partly drawn from resources provided by a corporate organization which is called ADICO, which is into manpower business. This organization, in fact, I got an opportunity to build this organization, which is called ADICO TIS's Labor Market Research Initiative. We've been trying to generate different types of knowledge outputs which highlight emerging patterns in India's labor market. trying to present future trajectories as well. Not just Indian case, we also look at global scenarios. In particular, Asian scenario. What is emerging? Apart from Asia, we also try to understand what's going on in Africa. So primarily Asia, Africa, then try to see how do people work, where do people work, what do they do. We don't always say good things. We have a bad reputation of being doomsayers. Many times we play the role of devil's advocate, criticizing government, criticizing several power blocks in the society, but certain positive things also we see. So in my presentation, it's not a positive story. It is a mixed bag containing both bads and goods. I'm going to talk exactly 40 minutes. And in between, you are free to intervene. In fact, the talk is based on a paper which I created with my doctoral student, Krishna, and my research assistant, Tata. And this is available online with Nagoya University, that's a university in Japan, Nagoya University website. And it's going to be published in forthcoming volume on Asia's labor market. Next slide, please. In this talk, for me, number is indispensable. Please bear with me. But that doesn't mean that I'm really blindfolded by numbers. Surely, apart from numbers, we are going to see what is the substance in that. For this, we have made use of some databases. One important database we have made use is International Labour Organization report, World Social Security report. The second report which we have used quite tremendously is National Sample Survey, series of reports. So we take data from that two ways. In fact, Government of India, when India attained independence, India had a problem of bringing systems to the country. In fact, Jawaharlal Nehru tried to find a solution for it with his ministers, enlightened ministers. And he consulted people like Dr. Chakravarthy, who was finance minister, subsequently resigned job, and who was also head of one of the agencies which used to collect commercial intelligence in India. In fact, people might wonder who really started market research in India. It is none other than Government of India. In fact, there was an agency in India called the Director General of Commercial Intelligence, and then Agency for Commercial Intelligence, which is now known as National Council of Applied Economic Research. And Jawaharlal Nehru brought another visionary, Mahalanobis, T.C. Mahalanobis, who is known as father of India's statistics, father of parent, mother, no sense, not really gender-based statement, sorry. One of the pioneers in Indian statistics who brought a frame to data collection. So every year, or every, I would say periodical intervals, Government of India collects data on people's living. Whether it's bad for government or good for government. The good thing about Indian bureaucracy is that Indian bureaucracy, although known for tainted by inaction and corruption, the good side of Indian bureaucracy is that always Indian bureaucracy brought out surprises against powers. The contemporary onslaughts against corruption at different levels, corporate level, government level, different levels, was freely aided by CAG reports, Controller and Auditor General, and that came from bureaucrat. So bureaucracy played both proactive as well as stagnating roles in India. So data collection, in fact, was initiated. So NSS, National Sample Survey, was an effort done by Government of India in order to provide more substance to planning processes. So there are two types of data collection process which is going on. One is called thick sample. That means sample with more strength. Sometimes it's close to 1 million, sometimes it's 0.8 million. It's conducted once in 5 years. Then second one is thin sample. Thin means sample size is very, very thin, relatively thin, maybe less than 0.4 million or close to 0.1 million, 1 lakh. So that's conducted almost, I think, yearly intervals. That's how NSS conducts, national sample surveys are conducted in India. I'm sure some of you have seen advertisement about national sample survey. Have you seen? Government advertising through electronic media, requesting citizens to cooperate when investigator knocks your door, because it becomes quite critical. So you have information, massive information. For instance, if you want to estimate how many tailors live in India, how many tailors